Alright, what's going on guys? It's Almond. Welcome back to another Wizard101 video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the myth spell and some changes that happened to test realm in this recent patch. Now, there's been a lot of things, but I want to talk about two things specifically. So if you do enjoy this type of content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all type of stuff. Join Discord. We're like getting there. I think we're like pretty much halfway there of getting to 900 members in the Discord. So if you guys haven't, join the Discord. There's a lot of guides in there and it's a very useful server. So definitely join. But let's talk about the myth spell. Now, the myth spell did get changed, and we're gonna be looking at that, of course. So if we go over here to this new spell from Selenopolis, it has changed drastically. Now what it does is it's basically Orthrus, OG Orthrus. If you guys remember, OG Orthrus used to do like a small a small bit of damage at the first initial hit, and then it would hit you with like a lot on the secondary hit. So basically this spell is just Orthrus, at least the old one at least. So yeah, so it's just an overall, I mean, some people are gonna like this. I'd say like a majority of you that are watching are gonna be liking this, especially for like PvP and like other things. I feel like a lot of people are gonna like this. Same thing with the bottom path. Bottom path did get changed as well, so now it's more damage on the second hit, but the conditional is still the same, like the minus 60% and everything like that. So that's interesting to see. But let's talk about why I don't like this, right? I know some people are going to be like, there's no way you don't like this, this is actually good and stuff, but we'll talk about that. So let's actually join a fight, and I'm gonna talk about the fusion stuff as well, and I'll show you guys every variation as well. So if we go over here, I chose like a mob that's like very easy, and you guys can see they changed how the UI works. So you guys can see that I can fuse some stuff now. They changed how there's a border now if you can like fuse that spell. So for example, we're gonna get King Art, and it shows all the highlighted ones with the little blue outline, and you can see there's a fusion right there. You can get the Myth Trap, fuse it, and you get another one right there. Get your Epic, you can enchant it right there too. So let's pass, and then I'll quickly, within the next like 30 seconds, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So now Enchanted does 235 with 795 on the secondary hit. And then if you go to these spells, you guys can see that the trap as well is still the same, but the damage is different now. I think what it used to be was 185 and 355, but now it's 485. And this got changed too, so now it's an 85 hit with a 1140 bomb attached to it. So that's insane, and now it's 3 separate dots instead of 2. So I do kind of like that aspect of the spell. I will say that there's literally 3 dots on there, and that would be kind of good for certain things, right? I can see myself actually using that for advanced content because it instantly puts 3 dots on the enemy. Yes, they are deferred dots, but you can benefit it for your teammates as well because it instantly sets up some gambit mechanics. So I will say that, right? Like when it comes to like the trees, like the Scion stuff, like the fire one at least, you can instantly set that up without even having to try, and you can break a shield with it. So I will say that is still very beneficial. You guys can quickly see the animation as well. I mean, you guys seen it plenty of times already on the channel, but you can see like the first hit is 1.4. I'm doing like almost like 5k with the second hit, right? And then you guys can see, yeah, look, it does 1140 for deferred dots, and they're all 6 rounds. So after 6 rounds, they all blow up. Now let's talk about why I don't like this. Like, I do like the fusions. The fusions are fine, right? I think this fusion is particularly fine, but I don't like this fusion and the initial spell now. Now the reason why I don't like that is because the reason why I even like the previous spell was because is whenever they do cheats in any sort of game mode, like mainly specifically advanced content, where they put a bubble that damage caps you in that fight, so you're only allowed to do like 3k 5k whatever, right? Basically the previous version of the spell was really good for that. You were easily able to hit the damage cap with those spells, so you could double hit with them and it would be super effective. I was even going to upload a video where I had 3 members use the thought spell and be able to like basically do challenge mode of Crash very easily. Now like challenge mode Crash is already easy, right? I know what people are gonna say, it's pretty easy, like, you know, you can just use other stuff, but we used to use Sun Serpent, and Sun Serpent wasn't like, it's not that great anymore for advanced content, just specifically for Crash, right? and some people might like it, some people might not, but it was easy before the whole spellman pass for that. It was very easy to do double hits and hit the damage cap and basically kill him in like 1 to 2 rounds, like after his whole like transformation. So it was really like, this spell was really good to just be like a substitute, but with a lot of backlash and this spell needing to get changed, I can see why people like this. I most likely won't be using it now, right? That's just going to be my opinion, right? Hopefully you guys don't get mad at me for that, right? But I just personally, for like PvE stuff, it's not that great anymore, at least at the moment in my eyes. Maybe in one of the raids, maybe someone might come up with a raid strat where it's like, oh, you need this, right? But I'm talking about just specifically path A, like the damage stuff. The fusion stuff, yo, the fusion one, what they did with the fusion stuff, making it 3 deferred dots, that's good. I have nothing bad about that to say. That is like a really good move, and you know, they lower the damage of the initial hit, but that's not why you're using that like deferred dot. You're using it to set up other things, right? And at least advanced content's sake. The hit and fuel is still going to be a hit and fuel. I mean, it's a double hit and fuel. Who knows if I will use that? I can't really say too much early on right now because it is test round. I mean, maybe I might think of something where I'm going to use that, but I can see myself using the one with the 3 deferred dots. But the other variations of the spell I don't see myself using, at least at the moment. But it's sad to see the other variation is now gone. You know, maybe we get that spell like in a different variation in the future, but I really did like the original spell of the spell, of the mid spell specifically. Now obviously you guys saw in the fight too, they did change how fusions look like on screen. So they basically didn't go with the whole glowing aspect anymore. They changed it to this whole thing where it's like a glowing border. So it's kind of interesting to see. I mean, I like to see what your guys' feedback is, right? See what you guys think of like the glowing border. Do you guys prefer the glowing border, or were you guys hoping for that we'll get like the whole glowing of the cards and such? I know some people didn't like the glowing of the cards because it's too bright, and you know, was seeing like the concept image and stuff, they're like, maybe this is not for me and stuff. So you know, because it just interferes with your gameplay. This, in a sense, it just has a border. I mean, of course, it's still test round. They're gonna like edge it out a bit, fix it up the spells a bit, everything like that. So I'm kind of hoping they do stuff like that and make it all look a little bit more tidier and just overall better. So we'll have to wait and see about that. But that's all for this like little update. I mean, I know a lot of people are excited for this mid spell being changed. Me, on the other hand, I know I don't do PvP, so I really can't really say I'm going to be using this. Even in casual PvE, I'm not like, there has to be really like a reason for me to use this spell. I know people would use it for like other things, but I still think the other variation was better for me personally. So hopefully in the future we can get another like variation of the previous variation of the spell back in the game. I would like use it so much to avoid certain bubbles and stuff. So that's nice to see. But that's it for this video, guys. Pretty short video. Leave a like, subscribe, all type of stuff, and that's about it. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.